Okay, now I think it is time to get into some music. As I said earlier, I had a request from Melissa for the Big Push Swan song. Apparently this is an original composed by Goran. This is the first original I've heard from the Big Push, so let's get into some reactions, and then after this, let me know what you would like me to react to next. Let's find out. All right. I have no idea what to expect from this. And you never do with the Big Push. What genre is it going to be? You know, is it going to be rap? Is it going to be in French? Is it going to be rock? Is it, you know, you never know.
What do you see with the eyes in your head? Pitiful struggle, or are you content? Fear and anger so garishly close, resignation and ignorance tied up in bows. Adhering to a pauper, saddles and cloud, a joke at a punchline, the people all around, roasting to glasses and no one is saying. A big waltzing blindfold, we are what we play. We are what we play. Nothing is safe.
I think this is a good time to pause. And as always, I did not expect that. Wow, it's like a sort of a shanty, or like, it reminds me of Irish folk music, but specifically the kind of Irish folk music that you get later on in the evening in the pub, where you get everybody joining in and it just kind of goes quiet. It's that point of the night where everybody's feeling a little melancholic and wants to kind of call back to their ancestors and their ancestry and harmonize together, and everybody becomes one, you know, those magical moments. And just, it's so awesome to see a genre like this come back and come out like this. I've kind of heard with Goran before that folk music is really his calling, and you know, I'm yet to actually hear any of his solo work, but I'm very much inclined to go and check some of that out soon. It's absolutely beautiful what he's written here, and it feels like this timeless, perfect, like it could have been written 300 years ago. It could have been written 500 years ago, you know, and I think that's just so wonderful. And Ren has such a great falsetto. And falsetto is when you sing high, you know, when he's singing in his head voice. But he's got very, very good control. And yeah, Romain coming in. They started with a 2-part harmony, and then Romain came in, and it filled out into this really warm 3-part harmony. Absolutely beautiful. I have done I Shot the Sheriff, Road to Zion / hip hop. I've done that one, and it was absolutely amazing. A far stretch away from this style, but that's what's so great. It's so dynamic. A wandering folk minstrel. I love it.
Nothing is safe. What can he hear with his ears and his hands? Her silently weeping, his head in the sand, patiently lurking in water and wine. He'll drown by her tears, choke on his time. Forsaken and taken too soon, for murdering old mother, we dance on the moon. Deaf to the thunder that silently cracks, we're holding our breath until her collapse.
I was not expecting that. Is that a melodica or harmonium? I always get the two mixed up in my little brain. But it has this kind of accordion kind of sound, doesn't it? And I think it's nice bringing in that sort of more French kind of feel into this sort of more kind of British folk style. Is really, really nice. I have a bit of a sort of phobia of these instruments because when I was growing up, when I was a teenager, me and my mates kind of had this bar that was like in the basement of my mate's house, and we would always like have parties there and stuff, and everybody would come down with their guitars and everything and have a jam. But there was this like really dirty old melodica, and at the end of the night there'd be somebody drunk enough to play it, but it got played by so many people it was absolutely disgusting. So whenever I see one, I'm like, I'm not touching it. But it's this one looks very clean, which is nice. I approve. Yeah, I love this. Exactly. Is there any instrument that Ren can't play? He kind of pulled that out of his back pocket, didn't he? And I think that's a good way of describing the Big Push. Is they always have something in their back pocket. They always pull something out unexpected, and you never know what it's going to be. So what's next? Is Romain going to pull a grand piano out of his back pocket? We shall see. I wouldn't even be surprised at this point.
What do you feel with your heart in your chest? Some few thousand years could soon come to rest. Do you feel the butcher, the bullet that bores with corkscrewing chaos and mighty roar? What do you feel with your heart in your chest? Some few thousand years could soon come to rest on the shoulders of man and his bag full of bombs, bell-tolling destruction, our final swan, bell-tolling destruction, bell-tolling destruction, our final swan, bell-tolling destruction, our final swan.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was absolutely beautiful. Wow. I love the combination of the sort of British the British kind of folk. There's like Irish folk in there, but then it coming together with these kind of Parisian flavors as well, you know. Really, really nice. What would you guys like me to react to next?